How y'all doing? All right, so I'm here. Another little lunch break. Well, not lunch break, but kid's asleep. He's napping. Probably got like 30 minutes before he's actually awake, maybe 20. So I figured I'd do some drawing, do some streaming. Why not? Here I am. That's what I'm doing. I'm basically picking up where I left off. That's okay. I do want to say a couple of things. One of those things being, if you're out there protesting, please be careful. Kind of wish I could be out there with y'all. But, you know, I'm at a point, I'm watching my kid, so I can't really be out there. It would be very responsible to go out there with my child. So, I know a lot of people who are protesting, and I'm wishing for all the success. Please take your precautions together. Make sure you have your little blackout bag for your phone so they can't track you. Make sure you have the name of someone who you trust written on your arm, along with your phone number or something like that. Carry lots of water. Wear goggles so that when they do the pepper spray and the tear gas, that it doesn't affect your eyes. Don't wear contacts, because the tear gas can get trapped underneath the contacts and keep irritating you even after you wash your eyes out with water. And give them hell. Because this is crazy. It's fucking crazy. Alright, I said my piece. Let me get to drawing. Also, I mean, I know I live in crazy times because I was in the park yesterday with the kiddo, just trying to, spend quality time, take them outside, right? Kids need to be outside. And someone stole my phone. And this was like the nice part with all the nice slides, and a bunch of kids were there. Some people were having like a big, like Father's Day kind of thing. And so many kids were there. I like kids, but so many kids were there. And, I just was like, I didn't think something like that was going to happen there in that moment with all the people there, but it did. And it just let me know, you know what? I thought I could trust that part, but I didn't do that. I tracked my phone, right? And, this morning, when I put the messages, made sure it was lost and all that stuff, this guy calls my wife's phone, because that's the phone number I had listed, and he sat there, and it's so nuts. He sat there, whoever called my wife, called her and said, hey, is there any, reward for the phone? And he was like, are you gonna compensate me? And I'm over here thinking to myself, fuck no, I don't want to be extorted for a phone that got stolen. What is that? Sure enough, this person was serious, wanted some money for their their time and energy for getting my phone back. And so we were like, we don't got it like that. They were very excited that that I'm a professor at USC and all this stuff. Thinking, I guess, that I had some money to spare. And I never felt more angry about this, because like I was like, man, I'm not even working in the summer. Like, teaching does not pay. Full stop. Like, it does not pay a lot. Like, I'm doing it because it's more of a giving back thing. I'd love to get paid more for it, but I'm adjunct. And here I am. I quote unquote lost my phone. Really, it was stolen. And now I gotta pay $100 to get my phone back. And my wife was on the phone with the guy, and I just happened to say, I got like $15 for you, but there's no money. And they're like, well, screw it then, because if you don't have no money to pay it back, like, he doesn't care about the phone. Like, he just wants to know if he's gonna get some money out of this situation. And I was like, well, I'm just sitting there like dumbfounded, like, wow. They stole it just to try to extort money off of me. And I was like, well, I guess we're gonna have to go to fucking T-Mobile and go get a new phone, which sucks because now my bill is super high to get a new phone, and phones are expensive, and I didn't need, my phone worked fine. I had an old iPhone 13, but like, it worked fine. I didn't need to update my phone. But because someone stole it out of the baby stroller, yeah, that's my fault for leaving it there, I guess. For a second, my kid ran away from the stroller. I came back 5 minutes later and grabbed my stroller and moved it next to me. And somehow, in that 5 minutes, someone rolled up on my stroller while I wasn't looking and stole my phone. And mind you, my stroller was where there were a ton of parents sitting. So whoever stole my phone, they saw who stole my phone, but no one said anything. So now, needless to say, I'm never going back to that park again, because, like, fuck them. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm not sitting here. I came here to have a good time with my kid. That's it. And it's like, really? Y'all out in the park stealing people's cell phones out of people's strollers? Really? That's what we doing? Like, I know it's hard times, but damn. I'm from New York, so like, I was like, oh, it feels familiar, but like, wow. I guess I was in the neighborhood that people go and lose stuff from, so whatever, I guess it's fine. I just, I don't got it like that. Not yet, anyway. I'm manifesting, right? I draw a lot. Art's taking a beating right now, but, we'll survive. But yeah, that was just cold-blooded, man. So yeah, it's ridiculous. My wife tells me that there was like a different guy that called from the guy who actually had the phone, and the guy who called had given the advice to the guy who had the phone to ask for money in the first place. And if it wasn't for that, I'd have my old phone back by now. I backed up like a week prior, but I lost whatever photos I took of Ace and of my child and all this stuff from that time. I lost it. It's done. And so now I gotta set it up to like erase the phone, all that stuff. Like, it's just a pain in the ass to deal with. For no goddamn reason. But whatever, it's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll make it work. Anyway, yeah, I don't think I'll have enough time to really sit here and draw this. I have to move a lot faster than what I'm moving right now. But long story short, I guess I did end up getting a new phone, which that's gonna be a whole thing. I feel like karmic pressure is like that, though. You know, do something, get something else somewhere down the road. So, wish it didn't happen, but it did. We'll manage. Yeah, this is like my favorite character. She's like, she's kind of like different. I think when I say it's my favorite, one of my favorites is Lolo, and if you read the writing, you'll notice that she's one of my favorites because she's super tech and she's kind of like a genius. I like him smart. But Cookie's like a close second. She was my favorite for a while when I was writing, because it's kind of like her legend precedes her. She actually has like really sharp skills, and once I got to like episode 8 of the scripts and I was writing that out, I realized like, oh, we haven't gotten to like what I'm intending this character to be, and I gave myself an opportunity to show who she is prior to becoming like that girl who knows how to do stuff. And there'll be a lot more flashbacks, hopefully, when we get a little more honestly past the episode 8. I'm hoping to include a little more of the history between these two people, because they essentially are part of this kind of zombie elimination squad for a couple of years in their late adolescence, and it really impacts this first mission that I'm going to show really impacts how they approach things moving forward. Like, they change as a result of what happens during this. Initial mission in episode 8 that gets shown, but I'd love to incorporate more of it, because people, when they read my story, they're like, oh man, like, you gotta talk more about like who these girls are. And I'm like, I know, like, how did they end up like this? Where people say, like, how did they get good? I was like, I know, that's about how they got good, but I'm in the stage of like, I'm just trying to make it all make sense, So it haven't had a chance, but I know I'm gonna want to give that backstory when the time comes. I gotta really figure out how to draw this hair in a fast way. I kinda did it earlier. Yeah, like this one looks good, but I think this one's just gotta have a little more it's really like, what's the height of like this part that I think I need to iron out a little bit. Yeah, get an eyebrow in there. It has little freckles. That is not the shape of her face at all. Well, I won't say at all, but it's too skinny. It's too anime, as I like to say. Chin too sharp. There we go, that's much better. And since she's younger, this nose is a little far down. It's too far down the face. There you go, that's Cookie. There you go. Go ahead, Cook. Alright, so yeah, the bandana, the head wrap, kind of a difficult angle. She's gotta have like the ice cold, you know? Just have a longer head. I could probably move this whole thing up. Yeah, her jawline is not that high up yet. As she gets older, she gets the longer face. There you go. Yeah. I'll work on the length of the bow. It's more my default style. Yeah, I want it to be like before the tragedy of her this mission she's on. It's sort of like she's rather happy-go-lucky. Like she's still skilled. She knows what she's doing, but she's never really had trouble before. And then she like when working with other people, she's in a new town kind of thing. She's not in her usual commune because she's from a commune. So it's like that changes her understanding. That's not the shape of her face. That's Forte's face. Yeah. She has a longer, more chin. There you go. Yeah, I wanted to her to have like a more cheerful disposition. Like, yeah, we're gonna get through this. We're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. And then that's what makes her so vigilant, hyper vigilant later in life after what happens in the mission that she's on. Oh. Ooh, it's not. Okay. Something's up. I don't know what's up, but something's up. Alright. Well, I'm gonna take that as my cue to stop streaming. But yeah. I wanted it to be a little different. Once the character experiences, you know, a hardship, then, you know, she changes and she becomes what she needed to be in that moment. And she tries to be that always, because that's kind of how that type of trauma tends to work. Oh, wow. Ooh. This is a pretty good drawing of her, actually. I know it's rough, but it's still good. It's nice. I would do a cleanup on top of this, and then it would become the de facto drawing it needs to be. I love doing like model sheets and stuff, you know, just because it helps ground the drawing style. I wonder if I should make this more cartoony for interest's sake, but this is my default style, so it is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little half an hour.